Connection terminated.
Alright, we're good. So I'm here at Nats with my friend Memo here, and he got his last chance at qualifiers with Black War. Woo-hoo-hoo! It was insane. I watched them all the way to the end. So, how was it, man?
It was too, I mean, for me, it was too fast, but I know everyone else is going to tell me it was too long. Honestly, this deck is nasty. It's not the boogeyman of the format by any means. It has house to it. It just depends on how you play. It's like chess.
All right, well, let's get into it. See that beautiful build.
So then I'm going to start top first. So my first one's going to be Omnimon X Antibody. Really straightforward. It's for the grandest matchups. Basically just for late games so I don't die right away. So on the crack pack I can just swing and start clearing board. I'm running 3 Guillermo. The reason for the 3 Guillermo is because the Digivolve is too strong. Even the fact that it has Blitz too, it's like a pseudo X Omnimon. Blitz Omni. I don't run the Omniflow Blitz because I don't think there was a need to, just because I'm running 3 Guillemon. But I mean, the current stuff for Digimon Blitz, it's too strong. I'm running only 2 of the Blackboard Greymon and X Antibody X, whatever. Whoa. And the reason being is because it's nice to redirect the effect, the attack. Not only that, sometimes I'll swing with like a 5, it'll live. I'll put this on top just because I can't blitz with it, and then on the crack back turn it'll pop something, and then if it has the right side it'll just trash security too. Blackboard Greymon, that's Blackboard Greymon, mostly for the board
main
control.
boy.
There was a game against X-Cross where this came in super clutch. I saw it every game, so it was an easy game for me. For the level 5s, I'm running 4. The Digivolve Metal Greymon. I mean, it's the Digivolve Metal Greymon. Like, that's enough said. The fact that it can do Digivolve and then also for an inheritable to swing at something that's unsuspended, best card in the deck. Ironically, I'm only running 3 Metal Greymon X. Reason being, this is when I see 4, it's too clunky. I rather see everything else like the Metal Grays. And I do run a tech card of to Ultras mode. Sometimes having an Ultras mode.
Yeah, it really helps a lot with the extra protection.
Yeah, so it's like it'll live from protection. It'll have the protection and then also it trashes. So it's a double whammy.
Yep.
Second best card in the deck is gonna be this Greymon. The fact that this card gives protection, it doesn't need 2 of the same level. You only have to slide in an X Antibody, and it reduces by 2. Like, granted, if it gets stopped with cards that prevent reduction for evolution, like, it's not the end of the world, but it's always good to have, especially when you just have it in the pack. I did max out on 4 Greymon blockers just because blocking is really essential. I have stacks where I have the Greymon and I have the Greymon X. So more often than not, I'll redirect the first attack and then I'll just block the second one.
That's how you do it.
I'm running a 1-1 split. Don't mind this. This is extremely ugly. I wish I had the Evil Cup. But this comes up a lot more than people think. The +2, especially when you miss your Agu who has +2, too good of a card. Especially when you go into like Omnimon X late game, like when you're trying to clear board, you can clear up to 17k. Security +1, security +1, and upside.
Standard.
I am running 4 Agumon X Antibody.
Look at those.
Honestly,
man.
this card saved my ass so many times. I cannot tell you how many times I've hard played another Agu. So there's times where I hard play this Agu, Digivolve on top, it will still my turn. I grab the 2 cards I need, and then I'll just truck the opponent by going into a Greymon for 2. I mean, the fact that I can grab either a Greymon, X Antibody, and also an X Antibody option, +2. Top dollar. Agumon, search, and then the +2 Agumon, DP. I was taking in the one Gauss one for the mirror match. It didn't come up today, but it did come up on the last grandest match where they had to do the full Digivolution, so they couldn't reduce by one. I think that's what helped me push forward for the game.
Yep.
Digimon player is playing its ultimate art stamp set number 5.
Don't at me. I only play one Yu-Gi-Oh.
You know what? I was thinking of cutting mine to 1 as well because it doesn't even come up half the time. So it's like,
More often than not, this card, if you don't see it early, like you don't want to see a second copy of it. Like the second copy can be anything else, like a 84 or just an extender. But this Yu-Gi-Oh came up so clutch. I've literally had where I had one 9 already with protection, and then with the other one that I promoted, because I went same evil, I would swing first with the protected line, and then I will swing with the other protected one, just so that way I can stick on board. I'm running 3 cool boys. I'm not maxing out at 4. I feel like 4 is just too much. I'd rather see other key cards, just like rookies or you know, any ultimates. There are times where when I break, I played this for 2, and I got my rookie because it was like Alvarez. Other than that, cool boy, I'm gonna get banned. Shit tracked. Correct. So I'm running only 3 X antibody cards. Card's insane. I've had turns where I've had a memory setter, and this was in my security, and they were at 0, and it would flip, and it would pass back to my turn.
yeah, that's
It's like a pseudo hammer spark, and honestly, the fact that I can attack with a pseudo blitz.
yeah, that's too busted, man.
Also, it does help out with these cards. So when I have the extended body in the stack, my Hades becomes 5s, my Gaia 4 zeros become 6s. Kongu means just Kongu. Reason I play the Kongu, especially just that one, is because whenever I play the grandest matchup and they're about to OTK me, half the time this is the last card if I haven't played it the turn before, so they can't hybrid forget.
Yep.
Gaia 4-0, the reason why I run this card is because there's certain things that Gaia 4-0 that the Hades can do, and there's certain things that the Hades can do that the Gaia 4 cannot.
Right.
So it'll go,
So it balances out.
it balances out. But
Nice.
I would always prioritize the Hades just because Tamer hate is always super important, especially against
Cross hearts.
cross hearts
Yeah.
and any blocker.
Right.
For the eggs,
You're playing 4 or 5 eggs?
I'm playing 5 eggs.
Alright.
And the only reason I'm playing 5 is because I have to keep in mind security control is still a thing in the format.
Yep.
Maybe it's not popular, but I know it's still a thing. So I'm running the 4 plus 1 4-month and the 1 4-month that draws. I would rather have the +1 so I can run stuff over, especially when the security, when it hit 15Ks, I can swing for 16 with the 4-month. 4-month draw, just draw a card. I just have the extra. I need it for the extra draw, security control, so on and so forth. But other than that, the deck is pretty straightforward. I kept it consistent. I didn't want to do anything crazy like a lot of one-ups because I did that for the last regional for BT8 or Blighting. So I just kept it simple, consistent, and I got the dub.
Well done, man. Congratulations. Yeah, gonna be sticking around for tomorrow.
Woo! Day 2, day 1, day 1. And then just for quick shout outs, I did want to thank first and foremost my wife. She put up with me ignoring her for like the last 2 months.
Oh, man.
So I want to say a special thank you to her. I love you. And thank you for putting up with my annoyingness.
Hey, it paid off, man.
I do want to also thank the team. They helped me play test like no other. I mean, literally, it was just tough. So, thank you, all of you guys, for supporting and for the support. Thank you for, the wishes. And have a nice day.
There you go, man. Shit.